General, but it looks as though the Solar Navy's diplomatic envoy has arrived early.
What a glorious day.
All right, everyone. Take your positions and prepare to open fire on the turbulence. We'll have this gaudy behemoth torn to pieces in no time.
General Willow, why am I not surprised to find you excavating the Imperium's asshole with your tongue? What kind of deal did they offer you to get rid of me this time?
Greetings, Blythe. I see you haven't lost that trashy excuse for etiquette during your pitiful fall from grace. I would address you as General, but we both know you no longer bear that rank. At least as far as the Solar Navy is concerned.
And I would address you with respect, but we both know you're nothing but a traitorous bitch of a parasite, sucking away at the remains of our once proud empire.
Not even the dignity for gender-neutral insults in this day and age. What a pity you turned out to be. And this army of yours, the Requital. You command nothing but a bunch of augmented, insentient abominations. Such fetid monstrosities.
They are called manticores. And they are the obedient soldiers that will fight for the true destiny of our species. I wouldn't expect an impotent failure like you to understand.
Enough of this. I'm going to give you one chance to surrender. You know, decorum and all that.
No. I'm going to give you one chance to surrender. If you engage, I will be forced to destroy your entire fleet. I will not hesitate to do so. Fuck off. Now.
Always the diplomat. I had hoped you would find a way to die with at least some semblance of dignity. Such a shame. Farewell.
I await your next command, General. I do hope it involves mass destruction.
These men would rather sit on the Imperium's cock and call it a throne than die with honor. I will not allow this. I believe in freedom, in a future where we will no longer suffer the unjust sanctions of dickless bastards that fear our ascendancy. Those that fear our true power. This man must be eliminated, so that I can take my rightful place as the Supreme Commander of the Solar Empire. For I am the last great hope for all Solars. And this is the army that will blaze our path to redemption. This is the motherfucking Requital! Pathetic.
General Blythe, as much as I have enjoyed watching you skin sacks murder each other, I believe there is room for more carnage. General Will of Ship remains on the field.
Oh, really? Hey, Pussy, are you still there?
You fucking bitch!
So much for your bullshit. I knew you were a genuine scumbag despite your gentlemanly decorum. No wonder you bent over so easily for the Imperium. One and the same.
They will come for you. The Imperium won't let you get away with this.
Fool! You chose to commit a large portion of your remaining forces to a personal pissing contest. That kind of stupidity and weakness must be eradicated for our people to thrive.
You could never compromise. We did the right thing.
The right thing? You sold us out, you spineless bullet, upon the asshole of our species.
You don't care about our future. You just killed thousands of solars.
You forced my hand, which, by the way, is something I had to replace after your betrayal.
You're fucking insane.
I'd rather be crazy than a traitor. Tell me, how many of us died at the Battle of New Vegas when you turned? What a pitiful mistake. At least after today, you won't be able to make any more.
Shall I relay the command to vaporize him, General?
No.
What are you doing?
Target his heat sinks. Let him burn.
Oh, yes. I agree. That is much better.
Damn you, Blythe! Damn you!
Harry, take down this message and send it to whatever remains of the solar military.
Yes, General. Shall I relay this message on a background of middle fingers and fully holographic meat spins?
Of course. Also, cue my triumphant villain anthem. Dear backstabbing pricks, I'm looking at the burning wreckage of an entire solar fleet and the eviscerated corpses of 10 elite assassins, and I'm not happy. Actually, Harry, make that 11. The limbs were sort of scattered, but I see the extra head over there now. I'd give you some kind of bad bitch line about never coming back here, but I think we both know your balls have been sufficiently snipped. Since it won't be long before the rest of Prodigium is beneath my heel, I greatly look forward to your surrender as well. Sincerely, General Elizabeth Blythe, leader of the Requital, the true heirs of Earth's legacy. P.S. In case I didn't make this perfectly clear, get fucked.
Very poetic, General. Message relayed. What now?
Our lead researcher has escaped with something very important to us. I want her found.
But General, our benefactor has already reinforced our science division to complete the new project. We were strictly instructed not to risk Imperium aggression by scouting with the Requital forces.
This is personal, Harry. And that's also why we are outsourcing this task. Get me someone discreet so that our benefactor won't be aware. Also, you are not to make them aware, or I will have you replaced and transferred to the lower decks where you will serve no purpose other than maintaining our septic system for the rest of your existence. Do you understand?
Yes, General. You have sufficiently threatened me. I do not wish to suffer such a fate, so I will make the arrangements.
You're going to regret it. You're going to regret stealing from me, Lily. Insignificant? We just destroyed an entire solar armada with ease. They're more concerned with those cock-sword-titty missile robots than us. God damn it. What does a paramilitary terrorist organization have to do to get some respect around here? Ugh.
Just a quick reminder, General Blythe. Destroying our display monitors does not actually cause harm to the individual they are displaying.
Think I don't know that? I'm pissed off, okay?
Understood. However, would you consider dismembering one of our soldiers for stress relief purposes instead? That would create both less work and more enjoyment for me.
Harry, just because they're technically bioorganic drones doesn't mean they can just be slaughtered for the goddamn fun of it.
Well, agree to disagree.
It's bad enough already that I have to deal with these bumblefuck new scientists. Phase 2 of the Requital's weapons program has been stalled for weeks. What are they even doing down there in the lab?
Dr. Cox recently assured me that significant progress is being made towards completing our ultimate weapon.
Which one is Dr. Cox again? The fat, bald guy that talks to himself and moans while he scratches his neckbeard with both hands at the same time?
No, that's Dr. Fuchs. Dr. Cox is the one that thinks we can't see him jerking off under his lab coat.
I'm sick of working with these losers. Lily was the best. We would be fully operational by now if she hadn't run off. I still can't believe you let that two-faced whore escape.
I did not permit her to do anything, General. My backup security protocols were deactivated. That one is on whatever skin sack wrote the override password down on a notepad and taped it to the back of my Matrix casing.
Is everyone around here an incompetent dipshit? Tell me you at least found someone to track Lily down.
I am currently looking to secure a contractor using the Bounty Helper app.
Spare no expense. 4 stars and up only. And I want at least 50 confirmed collections. Also, filter out all the shapeshifters. Those guys are just fucking creepy. I want my revenge on Dr. Margulis. Every moment that liability persists distracts me from my destiny. I must be ready for when our weapon nears completion. Soon, all of Prodigium will fear the Requital!
General Blythe, I'm happy to report that I have hired someone to track down Dr. Margulis. I believe you will be most pleased with this acquisition.
Don't just tickle my tits like that. Who did you get?
May I present the Huntress, the top-ranked bounty hunter in the galaxy, with more than 70 confirmed contract collections and a flawless 5-star rating on Bounty Helper.
Your reputation precedes you, Huntress. From one professional merchant of death to another. It's an honor. I take it you've received the dossier, yes?
I have only one question. How do you want the delivery made? Intact or in pieces?
Dr. Lillian Margulis is carrying an item that is of great importance to me and the Requital. You are to return this item in perfect condition. If Lily does not comply with her capture, you are welcome to sufficiently motivate her.
My price structure will require you to be more specific. I expect 25% up front, 75% upon delivery. And the bounty increases by an additional 50% of the total sum if you want your target delivered alive, with another 50% on top of that if you wish all their limbs to be attached as well.
Double the price to deliver someone unharmed? Why is that? Too much of a challenge for you?
It's not a challenge. It's just not as fun. So, what are we talking here? Cuts, blaster burns, Broken bones and severe PTSD?
Just no permanent damage. That will be up to me to take care of later. Here's a picture of the item she stole from us. I must once again stress how crucial it is to our mission. And I will not consider our business concluded without it.
Is this some kind of a joke?
Do I look like I'm fucking joking?
As you wish. Do you agree to my terms?
Yes. Also, there is a reason why I wanted the best for this job. I expect it to be done quickly and correctly, or I will be most displeased. The kind of displeasure that leads to a 1-star review and your intestines on the floor.
Understood. The target will be acquired as requested. Make sure the rest of my fee is ready. If it's not, I'll send your contract to collections. That's legal talk for I'll murder you and everyone on this ship.
Bitch, please. You'll get your blood money as long as you deliver. See you soon, Huntress.
If this is indeed just one little solar scientist on the run, you'll be seeing me very soon.
Let me make sure I understand you. You're saying not only did you fail to capture Dr. Margulis, you now want more money to do the same job?
The contract was for one solar scientist on the run. You never said anything about her being protected by an elite military pilot in possession of a custom Imperium Phoenix-class fighter. That's like paying a plumber to fix a leaky sink, and then expecting them to unclog an industrial-sized chat toilet filled with rancid feces.
Wait, did you say they have a Phoenix?
Yes. Not to mention whoever's protecting her also has a stealth drive on their ship. Do you have any idea how tedious it is to track one of those down?
This is not my problem. You're supposed to be the best. If you can do the job, I'll just cancel the contract and find someone else. Of course, I'll have no choice but to give you 1 star on Bounty Helper. Might drop your ranking a bit.
You put your hand anywhere near that review button and you're going to be replacing another arm.
Do we have a problem here? Because honestly, that would be really fucking fun.
Are you two considering a fight to the death? If so, I highly encourage you to commence. I would love to see some organic on organic violence.
You know, the Imperium has a contract out on your head as well. In fact, it's worth even more than what you're offering for this job.
Then why didn't you try to collect? Fear?
No. Respect.
I see. I'll tell you what. How about the compromise? I'll give you free access to my armory, and you can use those weapons for this job. I don't mean to brag, but I've got some pretty awesome shit.
I like it, but I get to keep whatever's left at the end.
Of course. Harry, show her the way.
Although I am disappointed you will not be attempting to eviscerate each other, I do take pleasure in helping to facilitate the deaths of skin sacks elsewhere. Please, follow the red guidance lights towards the armory block.
A Phoenix and a stealth drive. Could it be? No. You would never take a job like that. It's just a coincidence. Nothing more. No. Please don't. You can do this to me. I... Don't take him away! No! No! Mr. Tinklebottoms! Don't leave me!
General Blythe!
What happened?
You're on the bridge of the turbulence. You started talking in your sleep. again.
I see. What happened with the Imperium colony raid I planned?
I am beyond delighted to inform you that the colony has been sacked and requital casualties were kept to a minimum. We only lost one Mantic, who forgot he cannot swim. It was fun to watch.
Very good, Harry. Yet again, the might of the requital has been brought to bear against these worthless Imperium cowards!
Not to disparage your moment of glory, General, but might I remind you that this colony consisted of only a few inebriated farmers and one Chut mayor who slept through the whole attack. Perhaps hitting some higher value targets would result in more media coverage?
Are you questioning me?
Maybe.
I told you, we're trying to keep a low profile until the weapon is finished. Did our benefactor try to contact us at all?
No, they have not.
Good. Then they're still unaware of our business with the Huntress.
Will there be anything else?
Yes. Get me a fucking coffee. Some candy bars would be nice too.
Your wish is my command, General.
This is twice now you have failed me, Huntress. Explain!
Me? No. I think it's time for you to explain what one of your former soldiers is doing protecting the target.
What are you talking about?
I had to know the identity of the pilot that could actually stand a chance against me in battle. I scrolled for nearly 2 hours before I found his bounty helper profile. Look at this. The Mad Lad. He's almost ranked dead last in all of Prodigium. Dead last! Do you have any idea how shitty you have to be to rank that low?
The captain. So it is him.
It's all here. Former Solar military, served directly under General Blythe. All he's been doing for the past year is taking open pirate contracts and spending the money on drugs, alcohol, and prostitutes. It makes no sense.
Actually, that's exactly what I would expect from this man.
Someone of his skill practically doing the work of a janitor. It's like a level 100 warrior with epic gear, power grinding credits from trash mobs in the starting zone, and then blowing the paltry rewards on the crappiest healing potions in the game.
This is one hell of a coincidence. If he's involved.
I knew it. You care about this man, don't you? You better not try and cancel the contract on me.
I didn't say that! It's just... I made a promise. All right? You do understand the concept of honor, don't you?
Of course I do. I cannot allow anyone to be my equal. Especially someone as disgusting as him. I must destroy this man. Do you have a problem with that?
I do not. But we need to change our strategy. He's too dangerous in the air. You'll need to try something else.
No! I already beat him once. I can take him down!
Pardon me if I doubt your methods, but why would you ever ambush someone in neutral Teely airspace? You were practically begging for Imperium intervention.
It was blind luck. That sector is never patrolled. The only reason Admiral Miyamoto was there was to escort TTS on their way back from a tour in the Yeti Nebula.
Did you say TTS?
I did.
I see.
Had I known they were on that Imperium cruiser, I would have let myself get arrested.
Had you done that, I would have had to kill you. Out of pure jealous rage. Team lazy?
Or sheezy.
Due to these new circumstances, I am willing to make a rare exception. This is your last chance, but we're doing it my way.
Fine. Besides, I know where they are now. There will be no escape next time.
I have excellent news, General. The Huntress has arrived, and she claims to have a prisoner on board.
Magnificent. Bring her to me. That is not what I asked for. Incompetent fool! Why would you even dare to come back to me with this after you failed so many times already?
Because the mainframe isn't all that I brought.
You crazy bitch. You did it. Mr. Tinklebottoms. Oh, how I've missed you. Come to mommy. Shh. You're safe now. Oh, I'm so sorry I let the bad woman take you away. You're my special little man. No one's ever going to hurt you again. No, no, no.
Right. By the way, this is the mainframe of the Mary Celeste.
That thing is a mainframe droid? You must be joking. Look at the hardware on her.
Appearances can be deceiving. She's a powerful platform, and the Mary Celeste is crippled without her. If you can get me access to her databanks, it will make hunting them down all too easy. The question is, can your mainframe's encryption breaking capabilities make it happen?
If I may, General Blythe, I believe I can. This is an Apex Industries model. Our firmware is highly compatible. I would very much enjoy interfacing with her.
You have two choices. One, you can pay me the rest of the contract in full and crack the mainframe. You have my assurances I'll complete the mission as specified once you send their data. Or two, I hunt down the Mary Celeste on my own under the Imperium's contract this time. They're offering more money anyways. Keep in mind their offer has the words dead or alive in it. I think you can assume my preference, which means Dr. Margulis will go down with the ship.
Harry, you're certain you can get what we need from the Mary Celeste's mainframe?
Oh, yes. It will take some deep probing. But I assure you, it is possible. Also, I will need to place an order for some robust hardware extensions.
You returned Mr. Tinklebottoms to me. So in this moment, I am somewhat blissful. However, you still have work to do. I'll give you 50% of your contract fee.
75.
50%.
70.
50%.
Blythe, I've had endless opportunities to turn you into the Imperium, or just blow the Mary Celeste to pieces. Fuck you, pay me.
Okay. I'll pay 60 and give you a 5-star bounty helper rating, despite our business not being totally concluded. Deal?
You have a deal.
Harry, take care of it.
Although I am disappointed there will once again be no unnecessary skin sack bloodshed, I will comply. Your review has been issued, and all credits have been successfully transferred.
We will send the data as soon as it's available. For now, get off my ship. And don't return without the doctor next time.
General Blythe, I have an urgent contact request from our benefactor. They are quite insistent you speak with them.
Shit. This is bad timing. Can't you tell them I'm busy getting laid or something?
I can try, but I sincerely doubt they would believe me.
I suppose you're right. Very well. I'll talk.
General Blythe.
Senator Erarch. It's been quite some time. I was beginning to think you forgot all about bankrolling the requital in the first place.
I wasn't exactly in the mood to have another conversation like our last one, so I thought I'd just send the terrorist support payments and give you some space to cool off. Speaking of funding, how's our science team doing?
Your science team have been incompetent little shits! My science team would have had the weapon working by now, but you didn't care to go after her when she walked out on us.
I already told you. I looked for her as hard as I could. If the fucking Imperium can't find her, pardon me if I don't have faith in those brainless freaks of yours getting the job done.
Oh, I see how it is. You can talk shit about my soldiers, but when I insult those lab coat chewing fuck asses you sent me to replace Lily, that's crossing the line?
Are we really going to do this right now? Genetic manipulation is extremely illegal under Imperium law. There's only so many desperate scientists that are willing to risk a death sentence out there. I did the best I could for us, you know?
If you really wanted to do the best you could, you would have gone after Lily. But you didn't have the balls, so I did it myself.
You what? I told you very clearly not to send any requital soldiers after her.
I remember. Quite an odd request.
Did you pay attention to a fucking thing I said? If we don't know where she is, you'd have to send requital ships all over Prodigium and risk game-over intervention from the Imperium Navy. Raiding an outpost here and there is fine. Sending your forces throughout the galaxy would have left the weapon unprotected and risked government interference.
Then you'll be happy to know I did exactly what you asked. I didn't send any requital forces.
Then who did you... Wait. You're the one who sent the Huntress.
How do you know that?
I'm an Imperium senator.
But how the fuck could you possibly know that? The contract was confidential. Harry, I told you what would happen if you talked!
It wasn't me. I swear on my matrix.
Leave him alone, Blythe. He's telling the truth. There was an incident that happened over neutral Teely airspace. Admiral Miyamoto spotted the Huntress at the scene. I looked up her contract and found it was for Dr. Lillian Margulis. I asked Harry if he knew anything about that, and he denied it. Now I know why.
I learned the hard way to never let traitors go unpunished. That's something I will never let happen again. Anyways, you don't need to worry. The Huntress was successful.
What do you mean? You captured the doctor?
Not quite. We captured her mainframe. Her ship is no doubt crippled, and soon Harry will be able to find her. By the way, were you also aware that Dr. Margulis is being protected by an old friend of ours? He's a certain outlaw flying a ship known as the Mary Celeste.
The captain? Wait, you sent the Huntress, even after you knew the captain could have been killed?
Exactly. I was willing to end the life of the only man I ever trusted in order to get revenge on that woman. So don't think for a second you are going to be able to stop me.
You're even crazier than I thought.
Don't worry, Senator. Despite your best efforts to sabotage this organization, the weapon will be ready on time. You just make sure all of the senators are at the Capitol, like we discussed. We're only going to get one steaming shot at this. Let's make it count. And make them pay! Harry, what in the absolute fuck was that?
General Blythe, there's been an explosion on the west side of the facility. Also, our engines as well as our entire defense grid has been taken offline.
What the hell is going on? Are we under attack?
It appears that is the case. I detect hostiles have entered the ship below. They must have gotten through our automated turrets.
Why didn't you detect them?
I was distracted with the interrogation. By the way, that has also failed.
And I somehow turned the Mary Celeste mainframe into a dangerous sex machine. She is currently slaughtering our soldiers by the dozens below. It is simultaneously horrifying and arousing.
You worthless piece of junk! If you had balls, I'd be kicking them right now. Where are the intruders?
They are near the lab. And while we are pointing fingers, I believe they have come to retrieve what you stole from them.
We'll see about that. Hello, Captain. You disgusting disappointment of an orphan!
Whoa, way out of line.
Was it? You blew a hole in my ship. Quite a dick move to pull on an old friend.
You know what's a dick move to pull on an old friend? Sending the best bounty hunter in the galaxy after them and stealing their mainframe.
What do you want, Blythe? If it's our location.
Do I look like a fucking idiot to you? I know you'll just scramble the signal the second I try. And who is this pixie bitch? And why is she talking to me like I give a flying fuck about anything she has to say?
Fortune, can you give us a minute?
I don't like this, but I'll trust you.
Thanks, Trouble.
I was about to make some remark about you liking them young. But then I remembered. You never really had any standards at all to begin with.
Let's drop the wit-driven hostility down about 10 notches, okay?
Fine by me.
I had no idea we were going to have to come after you until yesterday.
None of this would have happened if you had joined me when I asked.
No, none of this would have happened if I didn't risk my life to break you out of prison.
Oh, don't try and guilt-trip me, Captain. You would have died a dishonorably discharged, strung-out vagrant if I hadn't pulled the strings necessary to get you that job as Chief of Security in New Vegas.
I knew it was a mistake. I looked into your eyes while you were chained up in that infirmary, and I saw a monster staring back at me. I knew whatever honor you had was gone back then, and that's why I didn't come with you.
Gone? No, Captain. I've evolved. I've become what we Solars need to be in order to thrive in this place. You're the one that has changed. You used to believe in a future for our species.
I only ever did what you told me to because I was legally required to follow your orders.
Just following orders, were you? Thousands of ships were under Willow's command the day the Imperium came to end. Everything. Not a single one broke formation to fight with me. Except yours. Explain that.
A lot of good it did me. I had to disappear.
But you still came to my rescue. You know why you did that, Captain? Because you knew I was the only one that could make them pay.
You're right. I believe that. But I have changed. And I believe in someone else now. I hope you enjoy watching us do your job for you. By the way, thanks for funding the Manticore program. It's been really working out for us.
Dr. Margulis. So brilliant, yet so little guts. She never learned the full truth of the Requital's master plans. But don't worry, Captain. You'll see soon enough once our ultimate weapon is online.
Oh, go shit in your hat and punch it. You're bluffing.
A word of warning. Never come back here. Because I swear that I will kill you if you do. That would be such a shame. Because it would mean you won't be alive to witness the fall of the Imperium. By my hand, of course. Not yours.
Blythe, there has to be some kind of way we can figure this out. For fuck's sake, we're Solars. We all got dealt the same shitty hand by ending up in that wormhole. We can do this together.
You don't understand. You never did. Finding Prodigium was not an accident. We belong here. And I'm going to make the Imperium and anyone else that stands in my way regret denying us our destiny.
Well, that didn't quite pan out.
Look at them. They think they're in control. They think they're going to save their precious Imperium. Little do they know that salvation is indeed at hand. But it is my hand that will deliver it. Harry, what is the status of the weapon?
All systems are primed and ready to go. You may give the order to fire whenever ready, General.
Has Senator Erarch managed to get us access to the Imperium Senate Chamber's comm system, like you promised?
Yes, everything is in place for your diabolical villain speech.
Excellent. Begin the transmission.
As chairman of the floor, I now call this session of the Imperium Senate to order. Now, listen, I know you were all asked to come here quite unexpectedly, so my apologies to anyone who had some important plans ruined. Birthday parties, dinner reservations at Horgia, secret scandalous resort trips with a mistress, gigolo, whatever. We've got a serious problem here. Mr. Speaker, is everyone accounted for?
All senators are present, except for Erarch of the Lancunians.
There's a shocker, probably fist deep in some Teely supermodel's asshole. But that's fine. Nobody's gonna miss that douche anyway. All right, whatever, let's just proceed. In order to explain the conundrum, I'd like to turn it over to the former Empress, Lady Casadora!
My fellow Imperium officials and loyal servants of the Veil, I come here today under the most dire of possible circumstances. A maliciously impure evil threatens to tear apart our great society. I am sure you have witnessed the unruly havoc as of late in Prodigium. It is with immense regret that I admit my mistake before you. But I must. For this is a mistake that I cannot rectify without your compliance.
Lady Casadora, I couldn't agree more. You have made a mistake. Many, actually. Unfortunately, you'll never have the chance to repair the damage you and those ignorant fuckheads in the room have caused. But don't worry, I'll be doing it for you.
You! I know this foul-mouthed harlot. What do you want?
Attention to all members of the Imperium Senate. This is General Blythe, leader of the Requital. I will be your harbinger of doom for the day. I have just one request. Could you all please grab your ankles and bend them all the way back behind your ears? And for those species without such extremities, simply do what you must to gape your anal cavities as wide open as possible.
And why, pray tell, would we do such a thing, you uncouth barbarian?
Because I am about to fuck your entire government right in the ass!
You treacherous wretch! I knew we should have wiped your repulsive species out when we had the chance. We are the Imperium. You dare threaten us?
For millennia, the Imperium have been using the Veil to oppress entire populations with unbearable moral standards and smiting them when they object. I have constructed a weapon of pure poetic justice to make sure that never happens again.
Did this. Just how many giant weaponized dicks are gonna be in this game?
Worry not, Senator, for I can promise that this will be the last giant weaponized dick you and all your friends will ever see.
What do you intend to do with that obscene monolith?
I'm going to do to you exactly what you did to the Solars at the Battle of New Vegas. I'm shutting you down. Harry, show me the money shot!
Yes, General.
Fire! So long to the Imperium, and hello to a free prodigium.
Oh no! This steaming load is headed right for us! Everyone take cover! Okay? Hey everyone! We're okay! Maybe it missed or something.
No, Senator. The planetary shield may be designed to stop kinetic projectiles, but it cannot account for something like this. She knew all along. She did not miss. She did exactly what she meant to do. We're trapped.
We have completely unloaded our balls all over the Imperium capital, General Blythe. Congratulations!
Years of planning and hard work. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Pardon me, but I have Senator Erarch on the line for you.
Right on cue, as expected.
That is one beautiful, jizz-coated symbol of a new age of prosperity and peace.
And you doubted me.
Oh, I never doubted you, Blythe. What I doubted was whether putting up with your insane shit for years would be worth it or not. Now, I feel justified.
Did you get your alibi in place like we discussed?
Yep, there's 5 Teely supermodels in my bed as we speak that will be able to back me up. Oh, that was fun.
The Senate is gone, as is the evil witch that tried to destroy my species. If anyone else in the Imperium gets out of line, they will soon find themselves in an unescapable prison of regret and manticore ejaculate.
Thanks to my soon-to-be consummated honey-dicking of Empress Celestina, I don't think we'll have too much to worry about. Everything has proceeded exactly as planned.
I will reinstate myself as Supreme General of the Solar Navy. They will have no choice but to accept, because I'll just keep slaughtering their impotent leadership one by one if they don't. Soon, we'll begin reconstruction of New Vegas. History will repeat itself. The Solars will rise once again. All that was lost will be regained as we unify Prodigium with the quality and quantity of pure, glorious smut they deserve.
Yes, that is exactly what we discussed. And I'm sure that's exactly what would have happened if Imperium forces weren't currently being dispatched to your location.
What?
You see, they're going to wipe out the requital. And you along with it.
If this is some kind of sick, twisted joke, I'm not laughing.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Blythe. You did good. But there's no way I can possibly abide your maniacal, revenge-obsessed, bitch-on-wheels antics any longer. You're far too volatile to keep around. At this point, that means you're nothing more than a loose end that needs to be tied up. Permanently.
Erark, you two-timing bastard! We had a deal. Why are you doing this?
Because I would never let a fucking psycho like you run a backwater titty bar, let alone any kind of empire in my new Prodigium galaxy. You're simply dirty laundry now, General.
Planning to betray me from the start, weren't you?
Guess you'll never know. But don't worry, I'm not just going to let the Imperium Navy vaporize you. You're going to get a proper warrior's death. Isn't that right, Harry?
It is not every day that I am given authorization to cause the demise of a skin sack that has ordered me around and repeatedly threatened my existence. Thank you for this lovely occasion, Master.
You double-crossing mechanical whore!
Harry was made by an old friend of mine. He was yet another operative with ambition that exceeded his reach. Funny enough, you're going to die in the hands of your own creations, just like he did.
What are you talking about? Soldiers obey my every command!
You know, it's ironic. You wanted soldiers that would always obey their commander. But you never once considered that you weren't really in charge.
Cerebral augmentations. Yeah!
That's right. You're going to fight your own minions to the death. Meanwhile, the rest of them in the Imperium Navy are going to put on one hell of a battle just to really sell this whole false flag charade that I've arranged.
Going to get you, Erark. I watch as your blood erupts through the broken teeth hanging from that smug fucking smile of yours!
Wow, that tone, that anger, that fire. Even though I'm certain you're fucked, you almost have me convinced. You know, Elizabeth, it's why I picked you for this job. I was right that your pursuit of revenge would cloud your judgment beyond all logic. I found just the right strings to pull. I mean, just look at how fast you sent the Huntress after Lily when she walked out. You just can't let things go, can you? Oh, and speaking of Lily and our friends aboard the Mary Celeste, you were right to be suspicious. They were working for me all along. Too bad those fuckers managed to become a liability as well. I'm going to be responsible for bringing down the two most dangerous terrorists in the galaxy, one right after the other. Huh.
Captain, I have to warn him.
That's the kind of thing that inspires a galaxy to follow you. And hopefully, an empress to spread her legs. Of course, I'll be taking down 2 more planets with the cannon before the Solar Navy demolishes it. Can't have the Cloy fucking things up for us now, can we? And the Teely? Well, that's just gonna lay down a sympathy card so thick that all of Prodigium will stand united upon it.
All this elaborate planning, and yet you forget to account for one thing. You're fucking with me! So, let's just get this over with. The sooner I fight my way out of here, the sooner you choke on your own words.
Still talking shit right to the end. You're truly one of a kind. And I mean that in the worst fucking way possible. Harry, would you do the honors?
Now initiating takeover protocol. All possible methods of escape have been disabled.
So long, General.
I would say good luck. But since I am no longer bound by your command, I would like to formally put in a request that you suck my metaphorical balls. Ha, ha, ha.
my way! You're the thing! Get out of my way! What? Do not presume to command me. What? Out of my way! I will handle this. Do not presume to command me. I will handle what? Get out of my way! I will handle this. Do not resist.
Captain! Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Wait, what are you doing?
Just shut the fuck up! I don't have much time before this line is compromised. Listen, he fired me, and now he's coming for you. And you need to be ready.
Everything okay? You in the middle of something?
I'm fine. Just being forced to massacre my own soldiers. No big deal.
Why are you fighting your own manticores? And what the hell was that?
Oh, nothing. I just punched through some fucker's head.
Wait, like, right through him? Dude, sick.
Listen, you're all in danger. He's going to hunt you down. Can't
Who the fuck are you talking about?
It's the last thing I ever do. I have to make it right. That's why I'm warning you. It's Erark! Erark is coming! I'm sorry, Captain. I'm sorry.
Blythe?
I distinctly remember saying that I would kill you if you ever came back here.
And I distinctly remember telling you to shit in your hat and punch it.
You crazy son of an actual whore. You came to save me again, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I'll put it on your tab.
I hope you know what the fuck you're doing, or we're both going to die here.
Then I regret to inform you that I'm both terrified and making this shit up as I go along.
I assume you landed in the Phoenix. Is it still in one piece?
For now, but that might change if your fuckhead friends get to it before we do.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's murder our way back!
You know, I always wanted to fight by your side again.
I was always proud to have you.
Really?
Yes, at least when you were sober.
So, almost never.
Pretty much. Move out. Which way do we go now?
This is embarrassing, but I kinda got lost in the moment and forgot to keep track of the turns. Oh, wait! That corpse with the missing arms looks familiar.
Right or left?
What? I said arms, as in they're both missing.
No, you fucking idiot. Do we turn right or left?
I'm putting me money on left.
Running out of time! The Bukake cannon doesn't take long to recharge, and we need to destroy it before that happens!
Hold the fuck up! I never agreed to that. Getting in here was a bloody nightmare.
Getting out is probably gonna be worse.
We've already got the Imperium Navy to deal with, and now you're asking me to try and take down that cock cannon you built while your defense grid tries to rip us apart?
We have to. I'm not going to let that fucking asshole Erarch win.
Blythe, this is not the time for bullshit revenge.
This isn't about me.
Really? Not even just a little bit?
Okay, maybe it's sort of about me. But if we don't take out that cannon, he's going to fire it at the Cloy. And then the Teely.
Damn it! One hand, fuck those losers. The other, Teely aggression will not be tolerated. I cannot let any harm befall Lizzie-chan.
You're unbelievable. Come on, let's go.
You know, it just occurred to me that this is the first time we've ever been in a fighter together.
You're right. So you better pilot your dick up so we make sure it's not the last.
Look, they're actually trying to destroy the cannon.
But it's charging up again! There's no guarantee they're going to be able to take it out before it goes off. This is crazy! We're risking the future of an entire planet betting on these criminals!
You're right, Erarch. This is completely devoid of logic.
Thank you. Now can we please kill everyone?
No. I'm saying, despite the supposed lunacy of it, I believe in them.
You what? Oh no.
Weapon systems are hot.
What the fuck should we do? Aim for the balls?
No, they're made of pure deuterium. It would be pointless. The Bukaki cannon has 3 main power supply units. Take those out, and the cannon won't be able to spray the pop shot.
Righto. Let's make this fucker flaccid.
You will do nothing of the sort, skin sacks.
Goodbye, old friend.
They did it. They actually did it. You were right, Embers.
Yes, I was. This is exhilarating. I finally put my faith in someone that didn't let me down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So, how about that giant cock laser? Who saw that coming? Get it? Coming because it's a giant...
Hello, Elizabeth. Good to see you again. You're certainly looking... older.
Lily, my dear lead researcher, are you still having as much trouble keeping your word as you do keeping your legs closed?
Oh, no, she didn't.
Keeping my word. You told me that my work would be respected. Instead, you took my research and turned the manticores into cybernetic abominations. How dare you do that to my babies?
Maybe
we should leave and let them work this out?
Fuck that! I'm cracking open a beer and watching this train wreck go down!
You're just upset that I wouldn't let you turn the creatures that were supposed to be fighting for us into your own personal prostitutes!
That's why you had me thrown in the brig, isn't it? You were jealous that I created something that could take better care of my pussy than you ever could.
Forget the pints! Bring us the toys, yeah? This is getting hot.
Wait, you two were... No way.
Of course we were. I fuck everyone.
Just admit it, you slut! Things were getting too hot for you to handle, so you backed off! Just like with us!
I took my leave because I realized I stuck my fist in crazy, and I wasn't going to wait around for the situation to explode.
All right, ladies, please. I think we can all safely assume we're all on Team Erarch Fucked Me here. We should be retracing our steps all the way back to the beginning to figure out why he decided to do that.
You're right, Fortune. As much of a raging slag as Blythe is, Erarch is still the biggest wanker in this equation.
I agree that dealing with Erarch should take priority. So I'm willing to put my personal issues with this walking manticore cum dumpster on hold for the moment.
Tell us how it started. We need to understand what's going on here.
After I was betrayed and defeated at the Battle of New Vegas, the captain came to rescue what was left of me in the Solar Military Prison Infirmary. We escaped the sector together, and then I asked him to join me in getting revenge. He declined, so we decided to go our separate ways. And after you left, I found someone that had recently been dishonorably discharged from the Solar Military Science Division, making a living installing illegal augmentations in some disgusting shack inside a rusty Medicraft.
At least I had employment. You were just some bitter one-armed bum that wouldn't shut up about how you were going to destroy the government. By the way, that's not the best thing to do when you're a fugitive with a kill-on-sight classification.
List of everyone I intended to kill. My first target, Admiral Wilwolf, was residing in a solar colony not far away. I gave the few credits I could steal to a group of smugglers to get me there. Unfortunately, the ship was intercepted by an Imperium patrol. They killed everyone on board and cornered me in the cargo bay. That's when Erarch stepped forward.
Holy shit. You were on your way back to New Vegas, weren't you?
How did you know?
Because I found those smugglers for Erarch. He told me they were delivering weapons to terrorists, but still, it was such an easy job that I couldn't figure out why he would want to spend so much hiring me. You were the target. He wanted to be 100% sure he got you.
Well, he did. Erarch asked me what I would do if I had a chance to overthrow the Imperium. I told him I'd burn the capital to the ground and personally run my sword straight through Empress Cassadora's black heart. Then he smiled, turned towards his soldiers, and shot them both. "You're going to get a chance to prove it," he said. We sat together in silence on the bridge of his ship until we arrived at the hangar. It contained the wreckage of the SS Turbulence, all of it harvested from the Battle of New Vegas. He told me we were going to rebuild it, and even bigger and better than before. My revenge would take the form of the Requito. He also said if I ever told anyone of his involvement, he would deny it and send the entire Imperium fleet to destroy me. Once the credits started rolling in, I went back for Lily.
Blythe told me the Requital needed an army for sorties, so I made her the Manticores. It's when she asked me to make weapons of mass construction that I began to suspect I was doing something slightly less moral than I could accept.
So that was Project Puppet Master.
And that's where Fortune comes in.
Actually, it was long before that. I had recently launched a series of cyber attacks on high-profile Imperium targets. Erarch took notice. Long story short, he reached out and managed to talk me into doing some personal business for him. The jobs are all vigilante work. Didn't make any sense that a politician would actually spend his own money to clean up the garbage. But now I realize he was just investing in my trust. Eventually, he began to ask me about my plan for revolution. We both knew we'd need to put a team together, so we began to look at candidates. He told me he had his eye on a scientist that could make us soldiers, and was unhappy with their current position. That's when I extracted Lily. I would have never guessed, not in a million years, that he was putting together 2 parallel operations.
And now I understand why he told me not to go after Lily. He was sending her to the B Squad.
Sod off, Blythe! You're the B Squad!
That's right. This fucking ship is A all the way.
Erark told you not to go after Dr. Margulis, but you still hired me. Why?
I can wager a guess at that. She's a vindictive shrew.
I'm vindictive? You stole Mr. Tinklebottoms!
Mr. Tinkle, what? What is that?
This is Mr. Tinklebottoms. It's a priceless stuffed animal that traveled with me here all the way from Earth. What kind of evil bitch takes a childhood toy from her ex on the way out?
Lily! Don't get me wrong, because I think you're a proper lady and all, but fuck me! That's seriously uncalled for!
All right, maybe I went a bit too far, but that doesn't mean she had the right to put a bloody contract on me.
Blythe, did you send a huntress after the Mary Celeste and almost kill everyone here over some stuffed animal swiping carpet muncher rage? You know what? I never thought the day would come when I'd meet someone with a worse temper than me.
This is unfucking believable. I saved your life. How could you do that to me?
You were dead to me. We were supposed to avenge our empire together. Instead, you refused and ran off. And what reason did you give me? Oh yes, so you could drown in cheap drugs and expensive whores for the rest of your life.
That's not true at all. I clearly said expensive drugs and cheap whores. There's a big fucking difference, mate.
Oh, is there any discernible benefit to allowing this prattle to continue?
Come on, Captain. Can you seriously blame me if I thought you were going to become nothing more than a loser of no significance?
No, after what happened between us, I can't blame you for doubting me. But look what I've become. I'm the captain of the ship with the highest bounty in Prodigium history, and I've packed it to the brim with the sexiest, strongest shielders in the galaxy. And clearly, every last one of them cares about me more than you ever did. What do you have? Nothing but a failed dick flop of a terrorist organization, and your only friend in the galaxy is a stuffed dirty cotton child's toy.
Damn.
Who's the loser now?
Blythe, I believe it would be best if you left the room.
For once in a long time, Doctor, there's something we actually agree on.
Well, I didn't think it was possible for things to be more awkward than when you brought the Huntress back.
I also can't think of any other RPG where 2 villains in a row switched sides and became recruitable right at the end of the game, but hey, here we are.
Whoa, man. So, you're like the bad guy?
You could say that. And who are you?
I'm Dalek the mechanic, brah. I take care of the Mary Celeste. Oh, and I made that stealth magnet bomb that tore your ship a new asshole. Pretty fucking genius, right?
As much as it displeases me, I must offer some begrudging respect to anyone that can bypass my defense grid and penetrate the hull of the turbulence. By the way, you're Veneran, aren't you? Or at least half of one.
Yep, that's right. And it looks like you're about 3/4 of a solar. You lose that arm in battle or unsuccessfully trying to pull the stick out of your ass.
You're sharper than you look.
Appreciate it. Hey, you want to take a hit off this? Might make you feel better.
Well, I can certainly see you belong on this ship.
Pardon me, but you just seem like you've got your panties in one hell of a bind, and I'm just trying to open you up a bit so I can make you feel better. Wait, I didn't mean it like that.
It's all right. Besides, I don't wear panties. Now, shut the fuck up and give me that stupid thing.
Whoa, lady. That's some serious shit I got packed in there. You might want to ease up on the intake.
I've done this before, okay? It may have been a while, but I know what I'm... Fuck me.
Are you okay, man?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I think I'm seeing doubles, though. Actually, make that triples.
Are you by any chance looking at my balls? Because then you're actually fine. Venerans are supposed to have 6.
Whoa, interesting.
So, that air arc guy reamed you pretty good too, huh?
Yes, he did. And he will regret it. That I can assure you. But, you know what? Even though my hatred for Erarch is greater than any other absolute fuck that's ever tried to end me in the past, it seems so insignificant right now.
I guess that hit mellowed you out pretty good.
It's not that. It's because I'm ashamed. I was this close to destiny, and it all went to shit. I fucked up everything because of my anger yet again. And now, every person I've ever respected is dead or has chosen to leave me.
That's not true. What about the captain? And Lily? They're here.
Lily? Fuck that bitch forever for what she did to Mr. Tinklebottoms. As for the captain, our history is complicated. Someone I greatly admired once asked me to swear an oath to protect him. At first, I saw him as nothing more than a pathetic obligation, and I hated him for everything he chose to be. I always pushed the captain to be disciplined, to focus, to become stronger, so I wouldn't have to worry about him anymore. And in the end, I'm the one that tried to kill him.
Yep, I see where you're going with this. That's about as bad as you can possibly fuck up that kind of arrangement.
You see? I even failed to keep my promise. And when I finally realized what he meant to me, that same promise prevented me from getting what I did want. It doesn't matter. Now he thinks I'm a goddamn psychopath loser. And he's right. The only way I know how to feel better is by getting revenge. But now, I have no one to blame but myself for this fucking mess.
Who says revenge has to be about violence?
You're not going to start rambling off some insightful moral tale from your backstory that somehow relates to my current situation and makes what I need to do in order to fix the problem at hand clear. Are you?
It is a bit tropey, but hey, quit breaking my balls and listen up, alright? Being as pretty as I am, I wasn't exactly popular with my fellow Van Arens. They thought I was a loser too. Useless. Some fucking trash-diving weirdo that spent all day sifting through the Imperium dump site on my planet. No matter how I tried to fit in, they didn't give a fuck about me. Until we got word the planet was about to crack. Then, the fact that I could slap together a shuttle with a stealth drive from a pile of scraps suddenly meant something.
Are you saying that you're the one responsible for saving the Veneran from extinction?
I could have easily left them all to die. But seeing the look on the faces of those fuckers when we made it past the Imperium blockade is still, by far, the greatest feeling I've ever had in my life. And brah, I've done every drug in the fucking galaxy. What I'm saying is this: the best revenge is proving the people that doubted you wrong. For someone like Erarch, yeah, that means killing him.
Oh yes, that's definitely going to happen.
But for Lily, the rest of the crew, and especially the captain, it's proving to them they were wrong. Because the fact that you feel bad in the first place proves you're not a complete fucking psycho. Now all you gotta do is say you're sorry if you let any of your asshole tendencies push them away. Or almost get them killed. Like multiple times in your case.
Fuck, you're right. But still, how exactly do you apologize to someone for putting a hit on them?
Well, I'm no expert when it comes to relationships, but speaking as a dude, nothing says, "I'm sorry for trying to have you murdered," like putting a dude's balls in your mouth. Plus, you kind of implied you had some kind of weird residual feelings going on anyways, so yeah.
You dumpy little red bastard. I don't know how to thank you for this.
You could show me your tits later.
Absolutely not. Bye.
That fucking guy owes me so hard for this.
Permission to enter, Captain?
Look, Blythe, this ain't the time to start getting cute with me. I've thought it over, and I think it's best we find you somewhere safe while the rest of us figure out this Erarch situation.
I don't think so, you fucker. I'm staying.
I don't think that's such a good... Are you high right now?
I saved your life. You saved mine. But now you saved mine again. We're not even. Plus, I sent an assassin after you, so I definitely owe you now.
Why did you always care about me so much? I never understood it. There were plenty of blokes just like me under your command, ones that weren't complete pissheads. You never let them get away with half the shit I did.
The truth is that I loathed you. Do you know why? Because even when you were a complete fuck-up, you always found a way to make me proud.
Did you just say you were proud of me?
Yes, I did.
Wow. That means a lot.
Captain, did your cock just get hard?
Oh shit! Sorry!
Sorry for what?
Because you've always been like a mum to me. But you've got these giant, amazing tits and ass, and oh, when you yell and talk down to me, it confuses my dick so much.
I always look for the best solution in the long term, Captain. I think there's a tension here that needs to be removed. Also, I'm so pissed off right now that I've got to take it out on something. And I really rather it be you than that six-balled imp in the hangar.
At least I know where you got the drugs from now.
Enough stalling. Look, soldier. You can either fuck my ass, mouth, and pussy as hard as you can, and in that order. Or I'll find someone who will.
Yes, ma'am.
You're safe now. I want to make certain we understand each other. This is your ship, and you are the captain. For that reason, I will listen to whatever orders are given. That does not mean I am required to comply. I will only comply if I agree with those orders. If I don't, I will make that clear. If you fail to respect my wishes, I will make you regret it. If you purposely disrespect me, you will earn a great deal of pain in the parts of your body you would least like to feel it.
Now there's the terror of New Vegas. The recruits used to tell all sorts of stories about how fucking scary you were.
Really? What kind of stories?
Is it true you personally executed the entire crew of a slaver ship by dropping them one by one into a vat of acid?
Please, that's just ridiculous. It was a trash compactor, and I crushed them all at once. I was on the clock.
Did you cut a Solar Corporal's hand off for making a titty squeeze motion towards you during a war room briefing?
No. He was drunk and bet me 100 credits that I couldn't put a knife into him from 30 faces. It's his own fault it got stuck in his hand.
Why's that?
He raised it to block his face.
Can't say I blame him.
He could have moved instead.
Could have aimed for his leg or something.
True. But where's the fun in that?
Okay, last one. And I just need confirmation or denial. Did you really know the pilot? The guy who flew Gulag 4 through the wormhole?
Yes, I did.
Holy fuck! What was he like?
You asked me to confirm or deny, and I did. End of discussion. Don't think for a moment that I will ever forgive you for what you did to my ship. The Turbulence was my pride and joy. The greatest ship I ever commanded. To know that she is to suffer this fate, to be taken from me yet again, fills me with rage. Which is precisely why I think someone like you doesn't deserve to command a ship like the Mary Celeste. I begrudge you, though. She is a hell of a vessel. But a ship is only as good as her captain. You'd better make sure you do right by her. And by your crew as well. You don't deserve them either, by the way. Also, it would be best if you did not consider me part of your revolution. I'm here of my own accord because I see this as my best opportunity to maintain 100% lifetime average when it comes to sworn vengeance. My bionic arm has plenty of features that I'm sure you'd enjoy. Vibration settings? Check. Maximum jack-off velocity? Got it. Rotating wrist section for supreme fisting action? Of fucking course. Also, this arm is capable of generating 4,000 kilograms of force. That's enough to comfortably crush a solar skull. You'll just remember that the next time I've got your worthless dick in my shiny metal hand. He already has. And he wanted me to tell Auntie Lily that he forgives her as well. Isn't that right, Mr. Tinklebottoms?
You betcha, General.
Oh, you're such a sweet little boy.
What is this about, Blythe?
I'm here before you because I know you're all afraid. After all, the revolution we dream of is now faced with almost impossible odds. The kind pretty much anyone would look at and think, you know what? Fuck it, let's call it a day.
Blythe? No one's thinking that.
But I'm telling you, if you run now, you will spend the rest of your scared little lives knowing that somewhere out there lives a scumbag that pushed your shit in and never paid for it.
General, there's no need to make a fuss. We already...
Yes, in time, your butthole will recover. You might possibly begin to forget that he didn't even have the common courtesy to use lubrication, or pull out and come on your ass instead of inside it.
Oh, dear God. Blythe, please.
But there will come a day when you try to sit down in peace, and you feel some slight, irritating twitch deep in your anus, and it will all come flooding back. You will feel the regret. You will wish you... 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 fuck! Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still pretty baked here. Usually I can do this whole epic rallying the troops speech thing in my sleep. But that hit I took last night fucking wrecked me. Oh, Dalek, you motherfucker!
You're welcome, dude.
Blythe, we already agreed we're going after Erok.
Oh, really? That's great. Is it cool if I come with you guys?
Yes, of course. Just please, go sleep it off, all right? The next mission will be, by far, the most complicated sequence of the entire game. The studio is practically ready to cut their dicks off over how much work is going into the final battle alone.
In other words, it's time for the mandatory RPG break chapter before the big fight. Take 10, everyone. All right, crew, you've been briefed on the plan, so all we gotta do now is make it happen.
Everyone, get into formation for the first offensive. Watch your flanks, don't let anybody get past you alive. And most of all, don't forget... Hey, aren't we missing somebody?
Yeah, where's Sova?
Hey guys! What's up? I heard somebody say my name. What do you want?
Oh no! She's completely pissed!
Sova, what were you thinking getting this wasted right before the mission?
But I thought that Eric thing was tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. You've been drunk for 2 days straight.
Okay. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Fortune. But can you guys
All right. Fuck this. Someone pick up that hammer so we can crack the safe room.
We bloody can't. That hammer is a weapon from the Teely Royal Vault. It's got a safety system coded to her DNA. That fucking thing won't budge unless she's holding it.
Guys, this is bad. There's no way we can bypass that adamantium door without Sova.
Then we improvise. Use the environment to create a solution. There's always a way to the target.
Finally, the safe room door is wide open for the pounding. Sova, are you ready? She did it. We're in. Captain, Blythe, you're up.
It will be my pleasure.
You guys like my safe room? Makes for a pretty badass final showdown location kind of deal, huh?
What are you hiding for, you soft cock? Come on out and fight me, cunt! I got a Series X best mate skullcracking ready for you!
How absolutely goddamn crazy is this, huh? Oh, I gotta hand it to you. I would have never made it this far without you guys. But at the same time, if it weren't for you refusing to fuck off and die when I didn't need you anymore, I could have made it all the way to the top.
You tried to screw over a team of the most dangerous criminals and greatest warriors in Prodigium. Seriously, what did you think would happen?
I know it's probably too late for this, cause there's no way you guys are gonna believe me, but I feel really bad about how everything went down. I'd ask for a chance to make it up to you, but it's far too late for that.
Eric, please, just tell us why. Why'd you do it? Why? I can't figure it out, and neither can the writers. This is a porn game, mate. The devs have taken this allegorical, nuanced bad guy thing way too far. We all just wanted to baptize some space titties, for fuck's sake.
Captain. Is this your first RPG or something? I'm clearly about to explain my motivations during our climactic final battle.
You against us? You can't be serious!
She's got a point, mate. It's over. You might as well come out now, take your kicks to the ass and your ball to the head like a good cunt, eh?
Oh, I see. You thought this was just going to be a dialogue sequence. Did you forget I'm one of the wealthiest motherfuckers in the galaxy? I have access to awesome Black Ops shit you've never even dreamed of. Behold! My dope-ass custom mech suit! I've been wanting to kill someone with this thing. Well, since the last time I killed someone with this thing.
In retrospect, we really should have seen this coming.
You ready to fucking annihilate the final boss of this game?
Senator Erarch? Remember when I said I would kill you last?
No. Yeah, I don't recall you ever saying that either.
Fuck. Never mind. Time to die, you treacherous scum-fucking sack of shitholes!
Don't you get it? I was behind the weapons programs all along. I convinced Casadora that Celestina was a risk. That's why she gave me the funds to create an army and a super weapon. Luckily, she was a clueless old witch that didn't realize I was playing three sides of the same coin.
But coins only have two sides, you imbecile!
Shut up, Blythe! All my friends want me dead. My wife who broke my heart. I've got a weird rash on my balls that I am 99% sure I got from a Teely hooker. I'm sick of this shit!
Erok, why are you doing this? Give it to me straight, you cunt!
Don't feel so bad, Captain. Even Casadora trusted me. And I told her I'd get her throne back using weaponized sex toys and pleasure bots. Pretty sure she had a thing for me. But unfortunately for her, I'm no gilf hunter. I had my sights set on something much more forbidden.
You owe us the truth, you master bullshit artist. I have to know if you ever gave a fuck about me or any of us at all, for that matter.
You want the truth? I was the executor of the Veil, hand-picked by the Sinu to guarantee the Coven of Nine's conspiracy to rule Prodigium went smoothly. New Vegas was just another subversive element that Casadora wanted controlled. I got close to you because it was my job. I didn't want it to come to this. You were just a pawn that was never meant to reach the end of the board. You, Blythe, Fortune. None of this would have happened if you had just followed my orders. I didn't want anyone else to die. You have no idea what I helped those fucking demons do. I think I can see my intestines. Well, fuck. This isn't going well.
No shit. Have you seen your health bar?
Butchered by a couple of solars. How goddamn ironic. I was desperate to stop Casadora raining the fires of extinction upon you. I wasn't gonna let another Venera happen. After the planet blew, I sat in this beautiful, giant, empty palace. And I ignored everything Venera's destruction made me feel. Like the fact that I sold my soul to legitimate fucking monsters. For the last 200 years, I have been watching that planet split in half. Over and over and over in my goddamn mind. I did nothing to stop it. Nothing! They weren't some dipshits running around planting pipe bombs thinking they were going to tear down the system. They weren't looking to hurt anyone. Those guys were true fucking pros. Casadora wanted them dead just because they wouldn't submit. I'm sorry! Man, did this turn out poorly for me or what? I mean, fuck. It pretty much couldn't have gone any worse. Captain Elizabeth, I'm sorry for everything. But Prodigium had to be reforged. I wanted to end the cycle of genocide and oppression and tear down the Veil.
Mate, we were supposed to do that together.
If that's really true, then why did you betray us?
Technically, you betrayed me first. Over a fucking teddy bear, no less. Oh. But
I fell in love with her.
The Empress?
Celestine, I dreamt of us leading a new Imperium together. Captain, I finally get your whole waifu thing.
You used us to destabilize Prodigium, so she would run to you!
I didn't just think she was the salvation of the galaxy. I thought she would be my salvation, too.
We have to go.
I know, but we can't just leave him here.
I know.
Are you as proud of him as I am?
I always was. We're going to finish this without you.
You can't finish it without her. You know that. She will save us all. Celestine.
And what about New Vegas? Do you regret that as well?
I know you. General Elizabeth Blythe. The one who silenced an entire planet with ejaculate.
Quit stalling and answer the question, witch.
I regret so much more than that. I regret never having experienced New Vegas myself. Though I am certain I would not feel comfortable taking part in its attractions, I believe it would have helped me better understand my people.
I hope you do learn to understand your people. Because I swear that I would go to 100 planets in dick milk if it meant stopping you from ever hurting my people again.
This might be a little out of nowhere, but I always wanted to hear about what it was like going through the wormhole. We never really talked about that.
That's probably because I don't remember all that much about it. I was very young when it happened. I do recall the colors when we hit the jump. I saw shapes and colors that even to this day I cannot truly remember because they simply cannot exist in my imagination. They were shapes born of the void, almost alive, almost playful.
Did they say anything?
It is not about what they said. It is how they moved, how they made me feel. It was like they were trying to show me that everything was going to be okay. That this was supposed to happen. That Prodigium was our destiny. I know it sounds fucking crazy, but it really felt like that. I am not a woman of religion, Captain. I only believe in strength. And I certainly didn't see anything concrete or any images that could be construed as a prophecy. But I am telling you, that's exactly what it felt like. Prophetic. And amidst the brilliant multitude of colors, I heard only one discernible voice. It It said, freedom. I do not know who this voice belonged to, nor do I care. But it was right. We did get our freedom. But before that, there was so much confusion once we arrived. That's probably why it's so hard to remember. No one knew what the hell was going on. It wasn't until we felt the ship land that it all started making sense. The pilot came to our cell block. Everyone was screaming at him. He yelled something back at us. I can't remember what it was, but everyone got really quiet. He talked for a little bit longer, and then he opened the cells. It was dead silent when the bar slid open. We were almost afraid to step out, like it was some kind of trick. We didn't trust him. You must understand, most of us were convicts our entire lives. I was born inside the system, and had known nothing but cold cells for my entire goddamn miserable existence. I was actually the first one to step forward. I remember now. My mother followed me, not the other way around. The prisoners surrounded the pilot. It was tense, but every single one of us followed him out. When the blast door slowly creaked open, we saw the muddy soil of the planet that would eventually become New Vegas. It was my very first glimpse of the outside world. Of any world, actually.
Crikey. Blythe. I don't know what to say.
Everything changed at that moment. We were not only free from our confines, but we were far from the corrupt reaches of those that confined us. So, of course, we celebrated our freedom. People were crying, laughing. It all stopped once the Imperium ships descended. It simply traded one prison for another.
No kidding. Fucking hell. So you actually knew the pilot? I can't believe it. What was he like?
Why are you so interested in him?
Something happened a while back and I can't wrap my head around it. One night, this drunk old bastard tapped me on the shoulder when I was working at New Vegas. I was a bit legless at that point, so I asked him what he wanted. He just kinda stared at me. I looked around and everyone was staring at me too. That's when I realized it was him.
You met the pilot?
I guess. We didn't talk or nothing. He just asked me if it was me, and I said, yeah. Then he said, "You're doing a real good job, cunt." That was it. Then he left. It was one of the strangest things that ever happened to me.
Actually, he said the same thing to me when I took over.
Really? Wow. Why do you think he said it to me? He probably barely knew who I was.
He was aware of your work. You were an important man in New Vegas, so we talked about you sometimes.
You've got to be shitting me, mate. Wow. What did he say about me?
Sorry, Captain. That's classified information.
Can I ask you something about when we met in the military academy? You were really strict with me, like right away. What was the deal with that?
Let's just say I was warned about your disruptive behavior, as well as your potential. I wanted to make sure one didn't interfere with the other.
I guess I don't see how making me run around the barracks arse naked in the rain until I passed out really fits with that explanation.
Did you ever look at my breasts again after that?
Well, yeah. But I was a lot more sneaky about it.
Exactly. You became diligent in your titty gazing, which then applied to your training. Do not doubt my methods, Captain. Whether you're trying to sneak up on an unwary opponent or just trying to get a good look at a nice pair of tits, you must never allow the target to become aware of your presence. I put too much time and effort into making you a warrior to let you die from an amateur mistake like that.
If only you taught me some kind of life lesson that would have stopped me from fucking those two colonels and getting booted from the military.
Yes, I was rather disappointed. But then again, not entirely surprising given your track record.
Why'd you get me that job in New Vegas? You didn't owe me anything. You could have just let me die poor and alone in the streets like I deserved.
Putting you in a position where it would be impossible to get yourself fired by fucking your co-workers was the best solution I could come up with. You were the greatest pilot I'd ever seen. I knew a fight with the Imperium was coming eventually, and I knew I'd need you to watch my ass rather than my tits.
Lot of good that ended up doing both of us.
Of course it did good. It got us here. Right where we are both supposed to be. Still in the fight, with a real chance to land the motherfucking killing blow.
So, was it your plan to fuck me all along?
It was my plan to make sure you didn't fuck yourself. I'd say I was slightly successful at this point.
Why do you always have to talk down to me like some disappointed mother? It really does a number on me head now that I've been sending my lap rocket into your black hole.
If you don't want me to talk to you like a child, then perhaps it would be best that you didn't act like one.
Did you know my mother? You know, before she...
Before she abandoned you at the whorehouse where she worked and ran off to OD in some back alley? No. I did not typically consort with such individuals.
Thanks for reminding me. Really sweet to bring that up. This is probably a long shot. But what about me dad?
Captain, are you sure you want to go down this road?
Just fucking tell me if you know something, okay?
I know something. But what I don't know is if you're ready for the truth.
Look, you said you don't want to talk about this, but I can't get it out of me head. My whole life I've been so confused about our relationship. I know you told me you saw my potential, but I think there's more to it than that. You were strict, yeah, but you really looked out for me. Why?
Captain, this is a time when we don't need emotions fucking with our mission. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. Pardon me if I think your daddy issues can wait.
Okay. I swear it's not going to make things worse.
That's nice, but I doubt both your sincerity and ability to keep that promise.
Come on! Why the fuck won't you tell me the truth about me dad?
Okay. Yes, I knew your father. And you're right. I did look out for you. More than I should have, really. But he was the one that made me swear to do it.
But why couldn't he do that himself? Did he abandon me just like me mum did?
Listen, your arrival made for a very, very complicated situation. He had his reasons, but you're just going to have to trust me when I say you were better off without having him in your life. A lot better off.
Better off without him? I grew up in a shitty loft above a fucking whorehouse. What could be worse than that?
Yes, you grew up an orphan in a shitty loft above a whorehouse that became the greatest solar fighter pilot that ever lived. Your experiences shaped you into the leader that you are today. I've been putting up with all this pathetic glass-half-empty bullshit since you were a teenager. It makes me sick, and it would have disappointed your father as well. You need to stop being ashamed of yourself, and instead be proud of what you have done despite how hard things were for you.
Who was he?
He was an asshole. Just like you. Unless you wish you became an even bigger asshole. And there's no need to argue about his absence any longer. Let him go. And focus on the mission at hand.
G'day, General. Just stopping by to see if you need anything from the servo. Knives? Guns? Explosives? Explosive knives? Maybe another one of those sparring bots since you totaled the last 6 we bought ya?
I used to do this every night aboard the Turbulence. Just stare out into space, watching the stars burn in the distance and planning the next requital raid. Now, I think about the endless hours I spent reviewing battle tactics to sharpen my mind into the most lethal of weapons. You would think at some point I'd have found at least one moment to consider my soul. For the most part, I have enjoyed being here with you, Captain. I really mean that. But being so close to an old friend has forced me to confront a lot of problems I would have rather left in the past. There is only one thing in the galaxy that will always survive. No matter how perfectly you attack it, or how you try to retreat from it. The truth. The truth. It is our families that are responsible for both the strongest and weakest parts of us. It is their duty to use what they have learned about themselves to help us balance them. But you had no such privilege. Your mother died and your father...
Blythe? Who was my father?
I shouldn't have to explain this, because pretty much any fucking idiot with half a brain has made the connection at this point. But still, I must reveal it to you as if it's some significant life-changing revelation in order to set the mood for the rest of the shit that's about to go down. Your father was the pilot.
The pilot? The pilot? Are you serious?
Yes, of course I'm fucking serious! You're the only two Aussie characters in the game. We built up this entire backstory about the significance of you being an orphan. I mean, come on!
Holy fuck! How did the father of our entire fucking planet suddenly become my father? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Oh yes, I'm sure.
This is crazy. Why didn't you tell me?
The pilot made me promise I would never tell you.
Then why did you tell me?
He also made me promise to protect you for as long as I lived, but we both know how that fucking went, so I kind of figured all bets were off at this point, you know? Besides, only my mother was with me during the jump. I lost her when I was very young. I know what it is like having that feeling. When someone is missing and can never be replaced. The closer we became, the more I remembered that feeling. I saw what it was doing to you. Even after all this time, I could see it was still there.
But why the fuck would he do that? Was he... Did he not want me or something like that?
Captain, I told you as much as I can.
What do you mean?
Well, because I'm sure you have many questions, but it has been a long time. The memories have faded while my own feelings have become more and more confused.
You can't do this to me. You can't just tell me who he was without telling me anything about him.
I don't know what to say.
Hey guys, sorry, could I interject?
Dalek, we're in the middle of one of my biggest character development moments in the entire fucking game.
Yeah, man, I know. I heard. I might be able to offer you a solution. He wants to know about his dad. Your mind is a bit cloudy about the thing. What if you dudes could connect in a way that would let you fix both those problems?
Are you offering to be our fucking counselor or something? Stick to machines and smoking away the last of your brain cells, all right?
Look, lady, not all drugs rot your brain, okay? Some of them enhance and open minds up so they can be explored in ways you can't even imagine. And I just so happen to be holding some of that kind of stuff right now.
Mate, I've done almost every drug in the galaxy and I've never heard of anything like that.
Exactly, bro. Almost. Check this out. Lancunocybin mushrooms!
Mother of fuck!
So, the legends were true.
The holy Lancunian psychedelic fungus that can only be harvested once every millennia. How did you get your hands on that?
One of those cave lizard bastards traded it to me years ago for building him a private anti-wife aggro bunker for his mistresses. I've been saving it for a special occasion with a special someone, but let's be real here. Ain't no way I'd ever let someone I care about take a look through this head. I'd rather they not take off running and screaming, if you know what I mean. But you two, you actually have some use for this stuff.
That was oddly touching. So, how exactly does it work?
Oh yeah, there's instructions in the thing here. Let me read them real quick. To ensure optimum potency of the Lancuniocybin mushroom, those that wish to journey through the psychic astral plane together should ingest simultaneously. Hands must be joined and eye contact maintained for no less than 1 full minute after ingestion. The effects will be both immediate and fucking lit as hell. Please note that should the serenity of the psychic astral plane not be respected, it is possible the trip will end with severely negative, but non-permanent side effects that may include but will not be limited to the following: nausea, rashes, hives, extreme horniness, extreme anger, a tingly feeling in the ears, numbness in the forehead, artificial insemination, anal leakage, God mode combined with overpowered psychic attacks.
Okay, we get it. Respect the serenity. Don't get crazy in there, Captain.
Don't look at me. I'm not the one with the homicidal temper.
Chill, bros. You gotta be in a good place to make this work. You ready to trip, or what?
Fine, you little shit. Let's do this.
You guys doing okay?
How long's it been? I don't think it's working.
He's right. I don't feel it.
What's happening? Roz, you guys are fucked. See you later.
Where are we?
Fuck! We're in my mind.
Hello?
Oh god, this is so embarrassing. I'm gonna strangle Dalek when we get out of here.
I gotta find the truth about me old man.
Listen up, you cunts. Things are gonna change around here. First, I'm gonna teach every single one of you criminal bastards how to fight properly. We're not in some bar scrap anymore. We're up against the Imperium. Glassing a cunt just won't do against these guys. We need tactics, organization. This is gonna be a goddamn military.
Help yours, wanker!
Who am I kidding? We're still gonna be a bunch of legless fucks. But we're gonna make some proper booze. No more of this bootleg alien piss. We're gonna pull everything we have together and get a proper economy going here. When we can protect ourselves and put a decent shed together, we're gonna put something else together. Something big. Something everyone in the fucking galaxy is gonna want to see. A little taste of home. Where gambling, fighting, and fucking are not only allowed, they're encouraged. Remember, mates, if you build it, they will come!
The beginning of New Vegas.
I was there. Just an impressionable young girl. Huh. I had forgotten that speech. Sir, Colonel Blythe reporting as requested.
Nice to see you again, Colonel. Fucking beaut of a job handling that pirate skirmish last week.
Thank you, sir. But it was all too easy.
Was it now?
They were drunken maniacs that could barely aim their cannons, sir.
Yeah, but it was a whole damn fleet of drunken maniacs. I reckon that's still mighty impressive. In fact, you've been nothing but impressive the entire time you've been serving. I trust you more than any other solar this side of the wormhole to take over for me when it's time. I know you're a great leader. Hell, you're even a great warrior. But can you be a good cunt?
I'm not completely familiar with your dialect, sir. Are you attempting to proposition me for sexual favors or asking me to take on some kind of mission?
Little bit of column A, little bit of column B. Thing is, I've made a bit of a mistake. One that takes a moment to make, 9 months to arrive, and ruins the rest of your fucking life.
Congratulations, sir?
His mum's a whore.
Naturally.
We're at DEF CON, bastard, here. Mum's gonna keep quiet about it, and I'm gonna keep her paid. What I'm concerned about is what this is gonna mean for the little fella.
Sir? With all due respect, I don't think any solar alive is going to think less of you for knocking up a prostitute. How do you think most of us got here in the first place?
Every cunt on this planet thinks I'm a god or something. A moment of bravery doesn't qualify you for a lifetime of worship. I don't want my boy to grow up with that kind of loony malaka following him everywhere he goes.
Then, you're asking me to look after this child?
You don't gotta fucking raise him or anything like that. I just want you to make sure he's protected. Even if that means from himself. Make sure he does something good. And he does it of his own bloody merit.
At what point am I relieved of this responsibility? When he becomes a man?
Colonel, come the fuck on. We both know that age doesn't necessarily mean a bloke is a real man. And sometimes being a real man doesn't mean you don't need someone to watch your back.
You're asking me to be the guardian of your bastard for his entire life?
More or less.
All right. I will do this for you out of respect. But to be honest, I'm a bit let down you weren't going with the sexual harassment angle.
Oh, are you now?
Bugger. The old man really asked you to look after me? You really did care. But wait, what was that stuff you guys said at the end?
It's not important. Let's move on.
two at the same time?
Remind you of anyone?
I don't know whether to be proud of him or go slap him senseless.
There's no way the tribunal is going to let us lose 2 majors. It's going to be a dishonorable discharge.
You're right. He's just like his daddy. If it were me, I'd end up in the slums knocked out of me mind in a week. He probably won't last much longer than that.
Hey, I promised you long ago I wouldn't let something like that happen. There is a way to save him.
Well, go right the fuck ahead then. I'm all ears.
The Red Light District has been complaining about their chief of security for months. Apparently, he's been embezzling a lot more than pussy down there.
That's not some easy yakka. Fuck me. If anything, it's a step up. You sure he could do the job?
Do the job? He was made for the job.
All right. Do what you have to.
I'll put in for the transfer.
While you're here, any chance you could help me with another transfer?
All these years, and still with those awful fucking jokes. Just come here.
Hey, what was about to happen there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Look, you found out the truth about your father. You feel better, don't you? So, let's get the fuck out of here right now.
Blythe, don't tell me you and him.
Tell you what? There's nothing to tell. Come on, let's go now. Captain, wait! Don't open that door! Captain.
No. You.
I told you, everything just got so confusing.
You just quantum astral time traveling cucked me with my own fucking pops!
Calm down, Captain. The astral plane is coming apart.
The whole bloody life is coming apart! Oh, why? Why?
Respect the serenity! Respect the fucking serenity!
I shall not abide your cackling!
Blythe, it's the side effects! Looks like extreme anger to me, plus friggin' God mode!
Captain, let's talk about this!
We shall talk about you suffering my eternal wrath!
Fine. You don't want to talk? I'll do what your father should have done and beat some goddamn sense into you!
Just keep him busy until the drugs wear off.
Oh, I'll hold him off, all right. Step back, Dalek. I got this.
Your destruction will be painless! At last your existence alive! Darkness and torment! Reap now anguish of your betrayal! Die, 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 die! No, I will not be denied my cockaloon comeuppance!
Sorry, brah. But like you always say, sometimes you just gotta glass a cunt.
Captain?
I'm pretty hungover, but if you've got something to say...
We were never serious. It was just one of those things that happened from time to time.
Can we not talk about me, old man? It just feels weird knowing I fucked someone that sucked the dick I came from.
I just want you to know that despite everything in the past, nothing could have stopped what was meant to happen between us. There is no man, alive or dead, that has ever meant as much to me as you. It's just so strange. I pushed you so much to become the man you needed to be. I just never expected you to become the man I needed.
What are you talking about?
You didn't just save my life, Captain. You saved me. I'll never forget that.
You just gotta answer just one last bloody question from me.
Anything.
I have to know. Was his dick bigger than mine?
No, not even close.
By the way, I got a crazy idea if you're up for it.
When are your ideas not crazy?
Well, I was wondering if we had any of them shrooms left.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Gonna do about it.
Cute.
Hey!
Not so tough now.
All right, here I come.
Another successful mission, Captain.